10 a.m. here on your Tuesday, coming back into coverage, watching and waiting for at least the significant parts of this snowstorm to come through. But this is a live look out of our city cam, and you kind of see it's in the air.
It's in the air, yes. And it is developing, and that's what makes this a different system than what we saw last week, in that it is very literally developing overhead. Let's check in with meteorologist Randy Rico on the timing of all of this, because we saw the flurries. So it's been kind of come and go.
It's picking up here a little bit, especially in our northern counties. Starting to see slightly heavier snowfall rates from Middletown to Mason, kind of into portions of northern Clermont County. I'm going to set this into motion so you can see over the last hour or so, the snow is starting to fill in right across greater Cincinnati as expected here as we creep toward the late morning and moving toward lunchtime. So for the 275 loop right now, snow showers continue to fly as we go a little bit further here to the north. Some of the slightly heavier bands of snow extend from Trenton to Monroe into Mason, Morrow, and Maineville. Those areas picking up slightly more intense bursts of snow and maybe some fatter snowflakes in that area as well. That line does extend over into portions of Highland County in through Hillsborough. As we go a little further to the south, the first spots to see the snow in northern Kentucky, now looking at some light snow showers, and those extend east along the Ohio River. I want to put this into snow tracker mode so you can kind of see where the more intense batches are. And again, it's not as heavy as it was last week in any way, shape, or form, but you can see right over top of areas near Mason and up toward Lebanon, a little pocket where it's coming down at a slightly heavier clip right now. So a little easier to see in low def mode here, where you're seeing the slightly heavier snowfall rates from Middletown, Mason, Goshen, over toward northern portions of Adams County. But I'm going to zoom this out, and this really is a localized system. It's going to basically stay along and south of I-70 and in through our part of northern Kentucky. So the bulk of this coming right through greater Cincinnati, and as we head toward lunchtime and into the early afternoon, there's the potential for these snowfall rates to pick up and getting some big fat snowflakes in the mix. So now to noon, snow continues to fill in and pick up between noon and 3 o'clock. Some of the heavier bands set up with up to a ½ inch of snow per hour. Roads get covered, and then into the evening, snow fades to the southeast between 3 and 6 o'clock. Most get somewhere between 1 and 3 inches of snow, but wherever the heaviest band sets up, some will end up 3, 4, maybe a spot that could reach to 5 inches of snow. So our futurecast is showing snow showers filling in here in the 10 o'clock hour, perhaps getting a little bit more intense as we get toward lunchtime and into the early afternoon specifically. You can see a futurecast showing some heavier snowfall rates south of the river into the early afternoon. And by the time we get to 4 and 5 p.m., we are watching this thing move out of here. By the 6 o'clock hour, the snow should be done falling and the cleanup will continue. So snowfall forecast, a wide swath of 1 to 3, and then somewhere in this darker blue zone with the heavier snowfall rates in the early afternoon could pick up a little heavier amounts between 3 and 4, maybe a spot with 5 inches of snow. As far as the 12-hour forecast goes, we've got the weather impact symbol in there. Our temperatures aren't going to move a whole lot here as the snow continues through the afternoon. We'll hang out in the upper 20s and keep it cloudy into the night. Now, for the next 2 days, things quiet down. Wednesday and Thursday, we will have some colder overnights, but at least it's dry. There is yet another system coming through on Friday. That one is a clipper that appears to be arriving in the morning. So mainly first half of the day, sometime between noon and 1 p.m. for the snow from that one. It would create slick travel conditions again, and then we'll go above freezing after the snow moves out. Into the weekend, cold air comes rushing in through Super Bowl Sunday with the potential for some lake-enhanced snow flurries.
Randy, thank you. We appreciate it. We're tracking the road conditions as we wait on even more snow.
Right, because a lot of different people were impacted, whether it's work or school. WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes live in our storm tracker with, again, Todd, as it starts to pick up, how things look out there.
Yeah, Kelly and Stephen, work and school, two big factors here. I can tell you because a number of schools are out, traffic on the interstate, we're heading 71 northbound right now, having just passed Smith Edwards in the Norwood area, heading north, tracking that way, that traffic is lighter. That seems to be encouraging. Now it is 10:04, so the morning rush largely settling down. We'll see what happens again this afternoon. All eyes on the afternoon rush, of course, as snow starts to pick up, like Randy said. Right now, it's a really fine looking kind of snow, it's coming down, and we experienced experienced that, my colleague Sean Elliott and I, leaving the news station in Mount Auburn. It had started to pick up for sure, but it was very fine, a decent amount falling, but not heavy flakes at this point, and that's sort of what we're seeing on the interstate. Visibility not a problem right now. We have our wipers intermittently on and off, so no travel troubles at the moment heading on northbound 71. We did see a couple of ODOT trucks, one filled with salt on the southbound lanes. They were stationed there, ready to spring into action as the situation continues to deteriorate, and we all expect that will likely be the case based on the forecast models that we've been talking about. So if you can stay home, that's always a good idea. If you have to be on the roads, maybe earlier is obviously going to be better, because right now, again, live look at 71 North, road conditions and visibility not bad at all. For now, we'll send it back to you in the studio, Kelly and Stephen.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. And of course, we know that things will start to pick up here, and we'll be checking back in.
100%. So let's talk about even wider traffic view. Meteorologist Adam Burnison has been watching the traffic cameras. Adam, 10:05 now. What do we have?
Yeah, we've had some minor incidents here and there, not necessarily snow related, just because, as you saw on Todd's shot, the snow hasn't been quite heavy enough to coat those roadways. But we've had on occasion, and you can see some flurries here from Ezra Charles. On occasion, we've had cars pulled off on the side. Here, 71 North, this is just north of Ronald Reagan. We do have maintenance, some road work going on the shoulder there. They have that far right lane. It's kind of the exit lane blocked there. So it's right between Ronald Reagan and basically Pfeiffer as you're traveling 71 northbound. Some maintenance on that right side that could maybe just slow you down slightly. Just keep in mind that right lane is blocked. And then 71 at Kennedy Avenue looking like it's moving along pretty well as well. 71 at 75 through the cut in the hill. You can see more reduced visibility further away. So as we saw on Todd's shot, close driving, not an issue. Once you get further away, you start to see some of those heavier snow showers. But again, nothing major at this time. We've just had one car there on the shoulder of 275, the exit ramp onto 75 southbound. It's on the shoulder there, so it's kind of partially blocking a lane. Otherwise, we just have two stalled vehicles here in northern Kentucky, one on 7175 southbound right by the 275 loop, and then another one near Taylor Mills area there on the eastbound side of 275. Again, these are on the shoulder, so road crews have been able to clear off those shoulders pretty well to where cars can fully get off, but they're still very close to that roadway. So just be cautious in any of these areas. But we'll continue to watch these conditions. As Randy mentioned, this is just the start of the snow. We're expecting conditions to get worse as we head here through the afternoon and in through the day. So we'll keep you updated in the next hour. We'll join you again at 11 o'clock with another update on the weather, the roads, and what we're seeing across the area. So we'll be right back.